The stars above the planet Carrion glimmered like scattered diamonds across the endless black sky. A lone human shuttle streaked through the atmosphere, its engines humming with restrained power. Inside, Captain Alex Hunter gripped the controls, his eyes scanning the unfamiliar landscape below. Carrion was rumored to be uninhabited, but intelligence suggested otherwise. Something or someone was waiting. Alex was no stranger to dangerous missions. Born on Earth, he had trained in environments far harsher than any alien terrain could offer. Every survival drill, every combat exercise, every hardship had honed his instincts. And yet, nothing could prepare him for what awaited him on this distant world, as the shuttle touched down in a clearing surrounded by towering crystalline formations. Alex could feel a strange energy thrumming through the ground. The air was thick, not with oxygen, but with a subtle charge that made his skin tingle. He stepped out carefully, his boots crunching on the sharp, glittering stones. The silence was eerie, yet somehow alive. Suddenly, a shadow moved. Alex's hand went to his sidearm, but the figure before him was unlike any creature he had encountered. She stepped from behind a crystal spire, tall and graceful, her armor reflecting the starlight. Her skin shimmered faintly with a metallic sheen, and her eyes glowed like liquid gold. She was the alien queen, and despite her beauty, she radiated authority that demanded attention. "You shouldn't have come here," she said, her voice melodic but commanding. "This world is not meant for humans." Alex raised his chin, meeting her gaze without hesitation. "I've faced worlds not meant for humans before," he said calmly, "and I've always adapted." The queen studied him, her gaze piercing. Most humans would have crumbled under such scrutiny, but Alex's steady presence intrigued her. She had been observing humanity from afar, hearing stories of their courage and unpredictable resilience, but seeing one in person, it was different. "You are bold," she said softly, almost a whisper, yet it carried across the clearing. "Do you know what that could cost you?" Alex's lips pressed into a firm line. "I know the risks, but I also know I can handle them." The queen's eyes narrowed. "Boldness is one thing. Recklessness is another. And you walk the line between the two." She took a step closer, and the subtle hum of energy around her intensified. Alex felt a shiver run down his spine, not of fear, but of awareness that this being was far more than just royalty. She was powerful, and every movement she made seemed to shift the air itself. "Why am I here?" Alex asked, choosing honesty over politeness. "I was sent to find your signal. Someone is using your technology to attack colonies and nearby systems. I need answers." A flicker of surprise crossed the queen's face. Few humans dared speak directly about her plans or her people. Most either ran or knelt, but not Alex. There was something human about his courage, about the way he didn't back down even in the face of overwhelming power. "You seek answers," she said slowly, "but answers come with consequences. Are you willing to face them?" Alex straightened, unwavering. "I've faced consequences before. I can face them again." For a moment, the queen studied him in silence. Then she lifted her hand, and the air seemed to twist, revealing a holographic map of the surrounding sector. Planets, colonies, and hidden routes pulsed in soft light. "Someone is manipulating my technology to provoke war," she said. "If you fail, countless lives will be lost. If you succeed, you might gain knowledge no human has ever held." Alex's mind raced. This wasn't just a mission, it was a test. But he didn't flinch. "Then we work together," he said. "I can help." Her eyes softened, just for a moment. She had seen many humans, but none like him. There was strength, yes, but also clarity. He did not seek glory. He sought solutions. That was a rarity. "Follow me," she commanded. "You must see the heart of my world. Only then will you understand the depth of what you face." Alex followed her through a tunnel carved from living crystal. The walls pulsed with faint light, almost like a heartbeat. The deeper they went, the stronger the energy became, until Alex felt it resonating with something deep inside him. He realized with a start that humans had an unusual ability to adapt to alien energy. It wasn't just physical resilience, it was something deeper. It's almost instinctive. They emerged into a vast chamber filled with floating platforms and streams of glowing liquid. In the center stood a device, unlike anything Alex had seen. It hummed with immense power, capable of sending fleets across galaxies, or destroying them. "This is the core," the Queen explained. "It controls travel and defense across my systems. If it falls into the wrong hands—" Her voice trailed, and Alex understood the unspoken threat. He nodded. "Then we secure it. That's what humans do. We protect, we survive, we solve problems others think impossible." The Queen's lips curved into a faint smile. "You are? Unusual." Before Alex could respond, alarms blared. Red lights flooded the chamber. A fleet of unknown ships had breached the perimeter. Alex's heart raced. This was no ordinary attack. These ships were using advanced cloaking, but their presence activated the core sensors. "We must act," the Queen said. "I cannot leave the core unguarded, and you cannot face them alone." Alex's fingers brushed against a nearby console, analyzing the ship's trajectories. "I don't need to fight alone," he said. "I need to know what you can do." She stepped forward, placing her hand near the control panel. The energy around her surged, and Alex felt it extend toward him as if inviting him into a shared focus. Together, human ingenuity and alien power flowed, merging strategies and reactions. Ships fired energy pulses, but the duo anticipated each strike. The human mind calculated angles, predicted moves. The alien Queen's energy deflected attacks and amplified defensive shields. For the first time, Alex felt the legend of humanity, how adaptable, resourceful, and relentless humans could be, was being validated in real time before a being far beyond. Earth. When the last ship was disabled, the chamber was quiet again, only the hum of the core remaining. Alex turned to her, breathing heavily. "We make a good team," he said with a faint smile. The Queen's gaze softened. She had watched humans conquer the impossible before, but none with such natural ease in merging with alien forces. She realized something deep, almost unsettling. "Yes," she whispered, her voice barely audible. "Perhaps. You were meant to be here." Alex looked around, sensing the weight of what had just happened. He had come to Kyrian thinking this would be another mission, another challenge to overcome. But now he understood. The universe was testing humanity through him. And perhaps, just perhaps, he was not only surviving but defining the place of humans among the stars. The Queen's eyes lingered on him. "You have strength," she said, "but more than that. You have spirit." Alex met her gaze, a silent understanding forming. Whatever lay ahead, he would face it with courage, not just for himself, but for all humans. They had a reputation for being underestimated. But here, in this alien world, that underestimation could become the greatest weapon. She stepped closer, almost imperceptibly. "You belong to this challenge," she whispered, "and perhaps you belong to me in ways even you cannot yet see." Alex felt a chill run down his spine, not of fear, but of anticipation. This was only the beginning. The universe had many trials ahead, and the alien Queen, in all her power, was now part of his journey, and in that moment, under the shimmering lights of Kyrian, a bond formed not through conquest, not through submission, but through respect, trust, and the unyielding spirit of humanity. The chamber settled into silence, the hum of the core echoing through the crystal walls. Outside, the alien fleet that had threatened Carrion's hardships lay scattered, disabled but not destroyed. Alex Hunter exhaled slowly, realizing the fight had only just begun. "You handled yourself well," the alien Queen said, her voice calm but firm. "Few humans could anticipate and react as quickly as you did." Alex nodded, wiping sweat from his brow. "I've faced tight situations before, but you weren't just powerful, you were precise, almost like the energy itself moved with you." Her golden eyes glimmered with curiosity. "Few humans understand energy in this way. Most fear it. Some resist it. But you—" She paused, studying him. "You merge with it." Alex felt a flicker of pride. Humanity was often underestimated, dismissed as weaker or less capable than other species. Yet here he was, showing the true strength of human adaptability. The queen motioned for him to follow. As she led him through the corridors of her palace, each passageway glowed with a natural light, illuminating walls that seemed alive, almost breathing. The energy of carrion thrummed beneath their feet, sensing their presence, almost guiding them forward. "We need to assess the damage," she said. "The fleet that attacked was small compared to what might come. Whoever is manipulating my technology will not stop." Alex listened carefully. "Do you have any idea who it is?" The queen shook her head. "Only fragments of information. Someone is using a combination of my technology and stolen human intelligence. They are skilled and dangerous, but they have underestimated humans and Carrion's defenses." Alex frowned, realizing the stakes. "Then we can't waste time. We need to strengthen your defenses and find their base before they strike again." They arrived at a large observation chamber overlooking Carrion's capital. Cities floated in the sky, connected by streams of energy bridges. Ships moved like schools of fish, and alien creatures glided along the currents of air. The planet was alive in a way Alex had never imagined. The queen stood beside him, her gaze distant. "This planet thrives because we understand balance," she explained. "Energy flows through all things: buildings, ships, even life. To misuse it is dangerous. Those attacking us do not respect this balance. They seek only power." Alex nodded thoughtfully. "Then we need to show them humans respect balance too, but in a way they cannot predict." The queen turned to him, a faint smile on her lips. "You understand quickly, that is rare." Their conversation was interrupted by a sudden alert. Red lights flashed across the chamber. "Sensors detect a vessel approaching," the queen said. "It is fast and heavily armed." Alex's heart raced. "Do we know if it's friend or foe?" The queen's eyes narrowed. "It is hostile. They are testing our defenses again. But this time, it is different. They have brought reinforcements." Alex instinctively checked his equipment. "Then we prepare. We can defend the core and the city together." The queen nodded. "Yes. But we must also learn why they are doing this. They are not random. They are strategic. In humans, you may hold the key to understanding them." Together, they moved to a command center. Alex watched in fascination as the queen manipulated the energy flows, redirecting power to shields, engines, and defensive drones. Her control was intuitive, almost instinctive, as if she could feel every pulse of the planet and its systems. Alex realized something profound. Humans could adapt, but they could also complement other species' strengths. The queen's power and his strategic mind created a combination that was far greater than either alone. Suddenly, the observation screens flickered. A holographic projection appeared, showing a fleet emerging from hyperspace. Hundreds of ships moved with lethal precision. Alex's eyes widened. "This is no ordinary attack," he muttered. The queen's gaze hardened. "They are the Exari, a species feared across this quadrant for their ruthlessness. They seek domination, and they have found a weakness in Carrion's defenses." Alex clenched his fists. "Then we show them the human way. We fight smarter, not just harder." The queen's expression softened slightly, as if she appreciated his boldness. "Very well. You will see the true nature of Carrion, and perhaps the true nature of humans." The next hours were a whirlwind. Alex coordinated with the queen's commanders, integrating human tactics with alien energy flows. They set traps, predicted enemy movements, and reinforced weak points. Every human instinct, courage, ingenuity, adaptability was put to the test. The Exari fleet arrived, and the battle erupted. Energy beams streaked through the sky, ships collided, and shields flared with blinding light. Alex fought on the command deck, issuing strategies, adjusting defenses, predicting the enemy's maneuvers. The queen moved beside him, directing Carrion's energy with unmatched precision. Ships that would have destroyed the city were deflected. Enemy attacks neutralized, and human-alien teamwork turned the tide. During the chaos, Alex realized something. Humans were not just survivors. They were innovators, capable of seeing solutions others missed. His quick thinking saved entire squadrons from destruction. The Queen noticed, and her respect for him deepened. After hours of relentless battle, the Ixari fleet was forced to retreat. Smoke and energy residue hung in the sky like fading fireflies. Alex breathed heavily, his mind racing with both exhaustion and exhilaration. The Queen turned to him, her golden eyes reflecting admiration. "You are extraordinary. Most humans would have faltered. But you stood firm and adapted. You are remarkable." Alex smiled faintly, humbled but proud. "I just did what humans do best. We face impossible odds and find a way forward." For a long moment, the two stood in silence, watching the aftermath. The city was battered but intact. The core remained secure. Carrion's people would live another day because of their combined efforts. The Queen's voice was soft now, almost a whisper. "You belong to this planet, and perhaps in a way, to me. Your courage, your spirit is unlike anything I have seen." Alex met her gaze, sensing the weight behind her words. It was not a claim of possession, but recognition. He understood that the bond forming between them was built on respect, trust, and the unique qualities humans brought to the universe. "You're not alone here," he said quietly. "Humans can stand with you. We can learn, fight, and survive." Together, the Queen's expression softened further, a rare smile crossing her features. "Yes, together." As night fell over Carrion, the two stood overlooking the glowing cities. Energy flowed around them like rivers of light. Alex realized the journey ahead would be long and dangerous, but also full of possibility. The Ixaria threat was far from over. Mysteries remained about the forces manipulating events. Yet, Alex felt something he had never felt before, a sense of purpose beyond himself. Humanity's place in the galaxy was not just to survive, was to adapt, to innovate, and to rise against impossible odds. And with the alien Queen at his side, he was ready to face whatever came next. The bond between human and alien deepened, not through conquest, but through understanding, trust, and mutual respect. In a universe full of unknown dangers, 'twas this bond that would shape the future. And as the stars glittered over Carrion once more, Alex knew that humans, small and fragile as they might seem, had a power far greater than most species realized. The human spirit, combined with courage, intelligence, and adaptability, could stand alongside even the mightiest alien civilizations. This was only the beginning. The Ixari fleet had vanished beyond Carrion's orbit, but their threat lingered like a shadow over the planet. Alex Hunter stood beside the alien Queen in the observation chamber, watching the glow of the city below. Though victorious in the last battle, he knew this was only the beginning. The enemy would return, stronger and more determined. The Queen's golden eyes were sharp, reflecting both worry and determination. "They will not give up easily," she said. "Their attacks are not random. They have learned from our defenses. Next time, they will come prepared." Alex nodded. "Then we prepare. Humans don't just wait for threats. We plan, adapt, and strike when it counts." She studied him closely. "Your people. You are unlike any I have observed. Most species would have faltered after the first attack. Yet you learn, you adapt, and you do not hesitate to face the impossible." Alex shrugged modestly. "It's what humans do. We survive by thinking, by pushing beyond limits, and by never giving up even when the odds seem hopeless." The Queen's expression softened. "Yes, and that is why I trust you. Not just with Kyrian, but with me. You understand courage, loyalty, and balance. Few humans do, but you embody it." Before Alex could reply, an alert sounded. The Ixari fleet had been detected re-entering the sector. This time, they were not alone. New ships, larger and more menacing than before, emerged from hyperspace. Alex's heart raced. This was the real test, the final confrontation that would determine the fate of Kyrion. "We must move quickly." the Queen said. The core must be protected, and we must prevent them from gaining intelligence about my defenses. If they succeed, the consequences will be catastrophic. Alex's mind worked rapidly. Then we fight smarter, not just stronger. He quickly coordinated a plan, merging human tactical strategies with Carrion's energy systems. The Queen nodded, impressed by his decisiveness. Together, they crafted a defense network that combined agility, prediction, and sheer power. When the Exari arrived, the skies above Kyrian erupted into chaos. Energy beams crisscrossed the air, ships collided in bright explosions, and drones moved like swarms of luminous fireflies. Intercepting enemy missiles, Alex directed human squads through the battle, improvising tactics as unexpected threats emerged. He calculated trajectories, identified weak points, and anticipated enemy strategies with precision. The Exari had underestimated humans' ability to think creatively under pressure. Beside him, the Queen's power flowed through the energy fields, reinforcing shields, guiding allies, and countering attacks with breathtaking control. Her energy pulsed in harmony with the human ingenuity at work. And together, they became an unstoppable force. Hours passed as the battle raged. Alex realized that humans were not just survivors. They were innovators, capable of seeing solutions where others only saw danger. His quick thinking saved entire fleets, and the Queen's mastery of energy amplified their every move. During a brief lull, Alex turned to her. "We're making progress, but they'll regroup. We need to end this before they can strike again." The Queen's gaze was resolute. "Agreed, but this will require more than defense. We must take the fight to them." Alex felt a surge of determination. "Then we do it. Humans have a saying, if the enemy won't come to you, you go to them. We strike at the source." The Queen's golden eyes softened. "You are brave, human, but this will be dangerous. I cannot guarantee your survival." Alex met her gaze firmly. "I don't need a guarantee. I just need to fight." The Queen nodded. "Then we move. Together." They boarded a flagship powered by Carrion's energy, the combined human and alien technology humming beneath their feet. Alex stood at the helm, navigating through asteroid fields and energy storms toward the Exari homeworld. The closer they got, the more intense the enemy's resistance became. Energy fields tried to repel them, but Alex's human ingenuity and the Queen's mastery of Carrion's power allowed them to advance. As they approached the Exari command center, the Queen revealed the final plan. "We disable their core. Without it, they cannot control their fleet. But the core is heavily guarded. You will need to lead the strike teams and adapt as we go." Alex nodded. "We'll do it." Humans never back down when the odds are against them. The battle within the Exari home system was chaotic. Ships clashed, energy beams lit up the void, and explosions shook the hull of their flagship. Alex coordinated multiple teams, using clever tactics and improvisation to outmaneuver the enemy. His mind worked faster than ever, finding weak points in their defenses and exploiting them. The Queen's power surged, protecting their forces and amplifying their strikes. Her energy flowed like a river, and Alex realized how humans could complement alien abilities. Together, they moved with efficiency and precision. A perfect combination of strategy and raw power. Finally, they reached the Exari core. Guarded by massive energy barriers and elite soldiers, it seemed impossible to breach. Alex studied the structure carefully. "It's heavily fortified," he said. "But nothing humans can't solve." He devised a plan, using a combination of stealth teams, energy manipulation, and diversion tactics. The human squads moved like shadows, disabling defenses and clearing paths. Alex led a final charge, his instincts guiding each move. The Queen flowed beside him, her energy breaking barriers and shielding their advance. When they reached the core itself, Alex placed his hand on the control interface. The energy responded to him, resonating with human adaptability. He redirected power, neutralized defenses, and opened a path for the Queen to channel her full energy. Together, they disabled the Exari core. The fleet fell into chaos, their ships powerless and directionless. The battle was over. Alex looked around at the aftermath. Xari forces retreating, Carrion cities safe, and their alliance stronger than ever. The queen turned to him, her golden eyes shining with admiration. "You have done what few could," she said softly. "You have saved countless lives, and you have earned something rare, the respect and trust of your allies and of me." Alex felt a warmth he had never experienced. It was not about power or victory, it was about acknowledgement, respect, and the bond formed in the face of impossible odds. "You're not alone here," he said quietly. "Humans can stand with you, fight with you, and adapt to challenges together. That's what we do best." The queen smiled, a rare and genuine expression. "Yes, together." Days passed as Kyrian recovered. The bond between human and queen strengthened, built on trust, mutual respect, and shared trials. Alex understood that humanity had proven its place among the stars not by conquest, but through courage, adaptability, and intelligence. One evening, standing atop the highest crystal spire, the queen looked at Alex and spoke in a soft whisper. "You belong here. Not just to Kyrian, but to me, in ways even you cannot yet understand." Alex met her gaze, recognizing the depth behind her words. It was not possession, but acknowledgement or recognition of human strength, spirit, and the connection forged in battle and trust. "I understand," he said calmly. "Humans belong wherever we stand together, wherever we fight for what is right, and wherever we protect those who cannot protect themselves. I am here. I am with you." The queen nodded, her eyes glowing like the stars above. "Then the future is ours to shape. Together, human and carrion." As the sun rose over the crystal cities, Alex felt a sense of pride and purpose unlike anything before. Humanity had faced impossible odds, adapted to alien forces, and proved that courage, intelligence, and spirit could stand alongside the greatest civilizations. And as the stars shimmered in the sky, the bond between the human and the alien queen remained unbroken, a symbol of what could be achieved when trust, respect, and humanity's unyielding spirit joined with alien power. Kyrian was safe. The Exoria threat had been neutralized, and humanity had shown once more that no challenge was too great, no enemy too powerful. When human ingenuity and courage were put to the test, the universe had witnessed it. Humans were not just survivors. They were heroes, and with the alien queen by his side, Alex knew the adventures ahead would be greater than anything he had ever imagined. But he would face them with the same unyielding spirit that had brought him here. Together, they would shape the future of the galaxy.